Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today's 30-day fitness challenge, I want to talk to you about fitness and health tips. So, the month of July for me is fitness and health month. I want to improve my body, my mind, and my heart, hence my t shirt saying heart and mind. So, I thought I would bring you today the first in a two-part series of health and fitness tips that I think you might find helpful, informative, and you may learn something that you didn't know. So if you want to follow me on my 30-day fitness challenge, then please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell. There is videos going up every day, including actual fitness videos where I show you how to do squats, push-ups, and a number of other fitness techniques. So let's get into the video. So like I said, health and fitness tips part 1. I have 20 tips for you today. So, tip number one of the most important tips I could give you is to eat a healthy breakfast. Maybe not a fry up every day, because that's not healthy. We're talking healthy, high fiber, slow burning breakfast, maybe oatmeal, cereal, toast. Obviously, be careful on toppings on all of this, whether you're dousing it in sugar or spreading that butter. Every calorie counts, but make sure you do have a breakfast. It does give you a boost, it does give you that little bit of energy in the morning. Advice number 2, maybe have a workout buddy. Sometimes you need that extra little bit of motivation, and sometimes it can just be competing with your friend, or you can find that spending your time with your friend and they're motivated can rub on off on you. It does make it more enjoyable also exercising with a friend. Tip number 3, a good night's sleep. Goes without saying that you feel more refreshed, more revitalated, and more motivated after a good night's sleep. The average good night's sleep should be between 7 and 8, maybe even 9 hours. If you're only getting 4 or 5 hours, maybe go to bed earlier, change your routine, and try get into a better routine, because it will perk you up in the morning once you've had a good night's sleep. Tip number 4, keeping track of your progress. Now, I'm not asking you to tally every time you lose a pound, but keeping track of maybe how many hours you sleep, how many days you are walking, keeping track of maybe your calories, but not to the excessive. Just keeping little mementos so that you can say to yourself that you are making progress, and it is an incentive to you to keep going. Tip number 5, drinking plenty of water. Goes without saying, exercising can hydrate you, especially if you're doing a high cardiovascular or a high intense exercise and you want to replenish those fluids that you're releasing, because when you sweat, you release toxins out of your body and you need to replenish that fluid with drink. Tip 6, changes happen slowly. The idea with fitness is that you exercise to tone, to lose weight, to build up your endurance, build up your strength, but it is a slow process. As they say, no one wins the race by coming last, and by that I mean that no one's winning the race if you get injured, if you get hurt, if you have to take a step back because you've done something to your body. Listen to your body. Changes will happen, but there is no winning the race if you end up hurting yourself. Tip number 7, meal prep. So maybe you don't like the idea of spending every waking minute in the kitchen cooking, and I can understand that. But meal prepping is a handy way of planning your meals for the week, working out your snacks, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinners. That way you're not overthinking or going for that takeaway when you don't fancy cooking. You can plan what you're having, you can get all the ingredients in, and they're there to cook. Tip number 8, short workouts. So some people may feel that the more they work out, the quicker they're going to lose the weight, and that's not necessarily true. Sometimes the tortoise and the hare kind of approach, slow and steady wins the race. You don't want to go too hard too quickly, because like I said, injuries are one of the highest things that happens in fitness. And you really don't want to be put out for a couple of weeks or a month because of an injury. Tip number 9, eat more at home. This goes without saying that you know more of what's in your food when you make it yourself. Going out to a takeaway or a restaurant, you don't know how many calories is in each food. And if you're doing a calorie-based diet, or you need high protein, high fats, high carbs, you can concentrate your meal prepping and you can concentrate making the meals at home to your tailored diet or your tailored fitness. You can't do that in a restaurant or eating out, or even a takeaway for that fact. Tip number 10, make a shopping list. When you go shopping, if you're on a diet, the best way to combat a diet or impulse buys is a shopping list. You make a shopping list at home, you prep your meals, like I said, and you buy everything that's on that shopping list and you don't differ from it. You don't buy anything extra, none of those sweet treats, and you just keep to your list. I guarantee you it makes life a lot easier. And then you can do your meal prepping and then you're eating more at home. And as you see, it's like a domino effect. Tip number 11, avoid stress. Now, I don't know how this one works in life because with the current situation we're in, stress is an everyday thing. But maybe not avoid stress, but try and minimize stress. Stress can put strain on your heart, and that's not good for anyone. Stress can also give you wrinkles, if you didn't know. I have plenty. Try and avoid stress. If it's unavoidable, then try and minimize stress would be my advice. So aside from minimizing your stress, number 12 is portion control. So if you are trying to lose weight or if you're just trying to eat more healthy, you may find a portion control helps you. There are many diets that give you portion controlled meals, whether they're pre-packaged, delivered to your house, but you can also make your own meals at home using a My Plate system where you divide your plate into carbs, fiber, protein, and everything, and you only fill those little squares on your plate. So basically you have a plate that is cut into squares like this, just a template, and each of these are a type of food, and you break it down into little portions, and that is how much you have of each food. If it doesn't fill in that slot, you don't have it. It's a way of controlling how much you eat. Number 13, no adding salt to your food. So people have a habit, you buy a portion of chips at the chippy, what do? You douse them in salt. You have food at home, you get your salt, you douse them at home. The idea is to limit salt. We're not telling you to not cook with salt at all, but we're saying to be mindful of how much you're adding. So if you're in a restaurant, they've already cooked your food, question whether you need to douse it in salt. You may, but try and ease up. Salt is not good for you. Tip 14, I've reiterated this in another video before, but I'm going to reset it again. Warming up and cooling down is very important. If you're exercising, whether it's endurance, cardiovascular, strength training, warm up your muscles and cool them down. You will find that you are less you're less likely to get injured if you warm up and cool down, is basically what I'm saying. Number 15, spicy food gives you health benefits. It's been proven that eating spicy food is actually good for you. If only I could eat it myself. Spicy food is meant to be good for your heart. It's meant to be good for your health. I can't eat spicy food myself, but if you can, get those curries, those chilies. It's meant to be good for sweating, taking the toxins out of your body. It's meant to be good because it flushes your system out. It helps your heart. There are so many benefits to spicy food. I just wish I could have it myself. Okay, number 16, journaling your progress. Now, you may not find this is for everybody. Journaling your progress, whether it's in a diary, keeping daily notes, little affirmations, or just writing a little thing to yourself, telling yourself you did well today. Little pep talks like that to yourself, a little milestone encouragement. So if you walked a mile today, write a note on the fridge with a little smiley face saying you walked a mile. It is that added encouragement that will continue on your journey and make you want to continue. Number 17, eat whole foods and less processed foods. Now, this goes without saying that if you buy a ready meal in your superstore, you will find that it has processed foods in it. If you go to the market, You buy all those fruit and veg, you take them home, you chop them up, you cook them, and you make your own meal. It's going to be a lot healthier than all the added chemicals and nutrients and other stuff they add into your meals when you have it done in a microwave or processed foods. You cannot beat fresh, wholesome food from your food market, your local farm store. It does cost a bit more, but you're paying for what you get. Number 18, don't eat before bed. Now, you've heard the old wives' tale that if you eat after 9 o'clock, the weight ends up on your hips. And it's true. If you eat 9, 10 o'clock before you go to bed, the theory is that you don't have time to burn off that calories, which means it goes straight into fat. And then when you sleep, you're basically just keeping that weight on you. Keep away from those midnight snacks. Number 19, eat until you are 80% full. Now, this is a hard one to do. There is a diet that you could do, and it's called the intuitive diet. And I have mentioned this in another video before. And the intuitive diet is where you try and program your body to know when you're full. Now, this is suggesting that you eat 80%, leaving 20% of space in your stomach, whether that is for drink, alcohol, maybe a sweet treat. But the idea is to not get to that point where you feel full. You're meant to stop before you reach it. The intuitive diet is where you teach your body to know when you're full and stop. This one is encouraging you to stop before you're even full. Now, that goes without saying, that's a really hard thing to learn, but it is beneficial though. And the last one for today is to walk 30 minutes minimum a day. Now, if you work in a desk job, you're stuck behind a desk all day or stuck behind a till, they do suggest that even if you exercise a very small amount, 30 minutes walking or exercise a day can make a difference to your mind, your body, your health, and your heart. Just 30 minutes can prolong your life. It can make you feel better. And at the end of the day, 30 minutes is nothing really. So hopefully these fitness and health tips have helped you. I do have another video coming out with another bunch of tips. I have another 20 to bring you in another video. So if you enjoyed these tips and you have some of your own, comment down below your health and fitness tips. I would love to hear some of them. I myself am not a guru or a fitness instructor. I'm doing the 30-day fitness challenge to benefit me with my mind, my body, and just to promote that healthy eating and healthy living can be a good thing. There are negatives to exercise, and I do have a video coming out soon why exercise is bad for you. So if you're thinking I'm just being positive about exercise constantly, there are negatives, and there is a video coming about the bad sides of exercising. And there are quite a few bad things, but there are also good things too. You have to balance the good with the bad. So if you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you haven't joined my journey on this 30-day challenge, why not? Give us a big thumbs up so I know you enjoyed the video. Click the notification bell. I am loading health and fitness videos every day throughout July, and I hope you will join me to benefit my heart and mind and help benefit yours. And I will see you tomorrow for another health or fitness video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.